y'all doing? Woo, rolling here. Good? I'm great. I am great. Who got the first question here?
How has preparation gone for you guys to get ready for this Sunday?
It's been good. We've been trying to, just build on our preparation throughout the week. That's one of the things we harp on is just being prepared. So treating every day like yesterday was our early down day, today third down day, tomorrow is the next day as far as red area. Just trying to win each day and focus on, those areas and then trying to improve pretty much on what our roles, our responsibility is supposed to be.
How have you seen you guys step up since Matthew was traded? How have you seen you guys step up in his place?
Yeah, I mean, one of the things about, with Judon not being here, obviously, and then obviously the spring too, there's opportunities for players to show what they can do, Even when he was on our team in the spring, he wasn't here in the training during the OTA phase, which gave those guys the opportunity to reps. And we use training camp, spring, OTAs for that opportunity to see what we can do. And that's how you develop whether a core starter or you develop your backups, your rotational players. So, we got plenty of players that's on our team that can fill in those roles, that next man mentality. And we have players that's, ready for that. So I think, we believe in them as a coaching staff. They believe in themselves, and then they've earned the right and earned the trust of their teammates. We talk about that all the time. Earn the respect of your teammates and coaches daily, not just by, what you did one day last year. All right, and same thing for us as coaches. We got to earn the respect of the players daily.
Coach, on that question a little bit, how have you seen the front deal with the loss, albeit indefinitely, of a guy like Christian Clark?
Yeah, so I think when you think about our defense, period, we're good as a unit. So that's what we do. We're good as a unit. We're not an individual-based defense or individual like we're going to win because of this one person. We're going to win because we play well as a team and we play good team defense and we play with fundamentals and we play aggressive and we do what we're supposed to do. That's why we win. That's why you're gonna win, and that's how we've done it really in the past too. And it's not just like, all right, this one person is going to make us win or lose. I do believe like the individual performance of a player can help us win or lose, but at the end of the day, like we need everybody, all right, to win their one-on-one matchup, all right, and that's how you can do it.
Coach Jonathan Jones said that O'Shane Jimenez was somebody who may surprise people this season. So I'm curious what you guys have seen from him behind the scenes since he's gotten to New England.
I totally agree. So since day one, him walking in, I remember going out there working him out in the offseason, signed him, and he's did nothing. That's a guy we talk about who, took advantage of every rep out there on the field, whether it's you saw it, in whether it's practice or during the preseason. He took advantage of every opportunity. And guys like that, who's playing like a starter, never been a starter in the league, probably been more of a backup to a rotational player. But when the snaps that he put out there, like for us as a coaching staff and his teammates, and for John Jones to see that, all right, yeah, put that guy out there. Like it doesn't matter, if he's, out there first, second team, it doesn't matter. When he's on the field, good things going to happen. He's going to play strong. He's going to do his job. All right, he prepares well. So I'm excited to see what he does for us and what he has to bring for the table. Hopefully, for me, I think he's going to do exactly what he's been doing since the spring.
DeMarcus, how would you describe what it's like to work on Gerard's staff and the culture he's trying to implement here?
Yeah, it's been great. So when you think about the players and you think about the coaching staff, trying to provide a sense of energy, a sense of purpose daily, and then making sure that we attack each day in the right way and the right mindset. And what he does a good job of really getting in front of the team, getting in front of the unit, and just making sure and painting that picture clear for us on what we need to do, whether that's for the week, for the day, or during that time, whether it's training camp, whether it's off season, or like this week, how we beat Cincinnati.
Marcus, how bit of a litmus test is this week one matchup for you guys?
Say again.
How bit of a litmus test is just this week one matchup for you guys?
I think every week we're going to walk in here and we're going to say, all right, the matchup that we have, like who we're facing, like it's the National Football League. So I look at it as like they got to deal with us. All right, just like we're not gonna sit there and like figure out like, all right, we got this matchup, got that matchup. Yeah, like every week's gonna be a tough week. We know that. All right, we're gonna stay that right now. Like every single week, there's gonna be this player, this player, this player, this player. All right, so that's the job for us defensively. And so our mindset is to do like we said at the beginning, prepare, understanding their strengths, understand their weaknesses, all right, and then try to play our defense accordingly, all right, to help us win. So we understand the matchups, we understand the different things that they have, and they do a lot of things well, And so for us, we know we got to do a lot of things well in order to defeat them.
You talk about, Gerard and what he's been and everything else. Human nature, how much, I don't want to use the word extra motivation is there or whatever, but your first game together as a staff, especially with Gerard's first NFL game as a head coach, how much does that sit in your mind as you get ready for Sunday?
Like I think about it as this, like I've always dreamed of doing this, so like this is what we here now. So, it's not like what's gonna happen. Like I've been dreaming on this, been waiting on this. So like for me, I think we're making sure like today we're gonna go out there and practice, make sure our players execute the right way. Because I look at it like this, like as coaches, we got to put them in the right position. We got to give them the right information. But I can't go out there in the white lines. So, like, we can call the plays and put them in the right position, and hopefully they go out there and do their job. And that's what we got to make sure they're prepared in every aspect of the game to go out there and play fast, play physical, and play aggressive.
Marcus, as you prepare to call plays that he brings to the table, what makes DeMarcus Chase such a special player?
He can go up, catch the ball, speed, the way he runs his routes. When you think he's not open, he's open. So he can. It doesn't matter. He has all the route tree, and then just obviously having Higgins on the other side of him. All right, you got to watch out for him too.
DeMarcus, as you've been preparing to call plays, what have you been doing? And then the flip side, studying a guy like Zach Taylor, a long-time offensive play caller. How do you prepare for his tendencies now in this new role?
Yeah. So, that was part of my summer. So, I called games all throughout the summer, sat there in my backyard, sat there and put on a live game, and call a game. So, in my mind, this isn't my first game calling it, all right, because I've tried to prepare that, already, in the spring, in training camp, and go out there and not script plays and go out there and call it like it's a game and then make the mistakes. So, like our players are out there practicing, they're out there getting their reps. So I'm getting my reps too. So whether I got it in practice or I did it in the summer or I did it years past before, leading up to the roles that you want to do. So just like any job, you prepare for the role that you want to be in before you get in the role, right? So I've kind of been doing that before, and now really is the opportunity to do it as the defensive coordinator.
Did your neighbors look at you strangely or anything while you were doing that?
I'm good. My backyard's pretty good.
What does that look like? What is that? Are you on TV or what's that?
Just like if you just like a live game, all right, you got it on there, the down and distance, the personnel, you make a call, and whatever happens, then you react to it. So something you can do defensively that's a pretty good deal for us as a staff, and we have to react to whatever it is, the situation. What are they throwing out there for the personnel? What's going to be the down and distance? All right, what's the formation? So for me, it's getting those reps, just like in training camp, like for us as a staff to get used to one another. All right, I would not script anything. I would just basically go out there. All right, we're going to call it like it's a game. You got to react to your subs. All right, if we're going to make a 10 on the field, 12 on the field, we're going to do it in practice before we do it in the game. Like those type of deals, and make sure that we, if I want to call something and not knowing, it's easy for me to sit in a room and just say, hey, this is going to be the play, this is going to be it, and that's easy to go out there and not put yourself up under pressure. So do it in practice, make it harder on myself in practice, all right, so it'll be easier in the game.
Marcus, you talked about Chase and you mentioned Higgins as well. The last time you played Cincinnati, Burrow also hit a guy like Trent Irwin with a couple of touchdown passes. What does that tell you about Burrow as a quarterback?
For him, he's going to go to the open guy. Those are the key players. You would talk about Higgins and you talk about Jamar Chase, but Burrow, he's going to find the open receiver All right, he does a really good job of keeping the sticks moving, whether that's with the running game. In the past, that was Mixon. Now it's going to be the other two backs. All right, and then also, like, they do a good job with their complementary receivers where they're always ready to, obviously, if you take away this guy, all right, now this guy's open. So Burrow does a really good job of seeing the coverage, feeling the coverage, and he'll take advantage and what we call take the profit on whatever is given. So it's not just we're going to force it to this guy on every single play with this offense. They do a really good job of keeping the sticks moving and staying ahead of the sticks. So that'll be one of the challenges for us.
DeMarcus, with Gerard being a defensive guy, I'm just curious how much involvement he has on your side of the ball with game planning and things like that.
Yeah, I think he's very Gerard and I have built up a good amount of time together, and we see the game the same. So he trusts the defensive staff along with the guys who's been here in the past and the guys we've put on our staff. He trusts the defensive staff for what we're doing, and he'll come in with a suggestion or so. But he trusts us as a defensive staff to make sure we're good on the game plan.
Coach, the last time you played this offense, there wasn't a lot of man, not a lot of blitzing, not a lot of press outside of cloud coverage. With a guy like Christian Gonzalez now, with the size and the athleticism to keep up with some of these receivers, do you think it allows you to be a little bit more aggressive?
I think every week is different, so it just depends on who we're playing, who we have on our team that's active for that week, and then how we want to dictate the game. So for us, but with Christian, obviously, yes, we feel very, very comfortable in playing him in man coverage. All right, along with the other players that we have too, John Jones, Marcus Jones, those guys. All right, putting them in man coverage and them win their one-on-one matchup. So I think for us, it just depends on what we want to do down and distance that week, who we're playing against, what receivers we got to face, and what we got to take away, dictate what we want to do. But we feel comfortable with all our guys being able to play man.
Thank you, DeMarcus.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Good.